And we got Becky engaged in conversation, and she says, "But Bubby," instantly, Margaret is the namer in the Johnson family.
Okay.
I am Bubby. Grandfather was Ganfothy, and grandmother was Gami. Because Margaret could never pronounce anything that was normal, so she...
Hey, you know what? I'll punch him. I'm down here, so don't worry about it.
No, she'll punch him. She doesn't need you to...
No, I'm just saying, so she don't have to get up there herself.
And she said at lunch, Bubby was hit plenty.
She invented all these names that everybody still has in our family today.
Regular. Mickey was always regular.
Yeah, well, he's always Mickey. But after Aunt Becky says, "I remember when I came to the schoolhouse at Sunnyside for your circumcision." I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, tell me about that."
Who did it? Yes, Bobby.
I'm sure I would if somebody did it again.
I'm so glad we're recording this.
So Aunt Becky says, I said, "Tell me about that." And she says, "Well, little Margaret, they had to take away because she was crying because she knew what they were going to do to her. And she was just a little bitty girl." And I said, "Well, what did they do to me?" She said, "Dr. Winston had this board, and he put you on the board, and on the end of the board were these foot straps. And he put your feet in the foot straps, and a body thing across you at the top, and then he circumcised you."
How old were you?
27.
He enjoyed it, Dave. And so I said, "Well, Aunt Becky," I said, "Why were you there?" And she said,
I love a good show.
Aunt Becky says, I said, "Becky, why were you there?" And she says, "I was there to help your mother, her sister, through the whole ordeal." And I said, "Becky, how old were you?" She says, "I was 15. And my mother was 19. My mother's youngest."
So how old were you?
A baby.
27 days old.
Well, I mean, you were older than a Jewish kid. You know, it's 13 days or something like that?
No, 8 days. They did 8 days.
Yeah, that's better.